We're here today with Carly Wines, the organiser with regards to the Mount Eliza horses that are located on the property of Maxine Fraser. So, Carly, been here every single week for about 5 months, or I think you told me it might have been 22 weeks.
Yep.
Is that right?
22 weeks we've been here now, yeah, which is incredible.
Just recently, I believe you told me that the RSPCA have put out a statement advising they've issued a warrant.
That's correct, yep. They've executed a warrant to search and collect some evidence at the property on Thursday, which was fantastic to witness. This is all we've been pushing for, is for them to do a deeper level of investigation into what goes on here, and hopefully we can help them in the future with their further investigations.
So, as we've mentioned, you've been here for 22 weeks. Do you think this investigation would have happened if you guys have not been here?
I feel like if we're going back historically, not much has sort of come to fruition. So I feel like we're making a huge contribution to their efforts. So hopefully we are supporting them in the way they need it done. We know that the community are backing us and we are backing the animals here. So I do feel like that without this, it would be a lot harder for them to move forward on getting some action for the animals.
Fantastic. And over the past 5 months, you've watched the horses, you've watched them deteriorate. Have any of the horses, fallen or disappeared?
Yeah, we've got a number of horses missing at the moment. We would love to know where they are. Obviously, we've seen deceased animals in recent times, and this is just indicative of what's been going on for more than a decade at this property. When you think of all the animals that have passed away here in silence and without a face, it's quite disgusting to think about it's been allowed to go on.
Now, just to clarify, because there was a bit of confusion around on the social medias the other day, I just want to confirm from you,
Yep.
No horses have actually been seized.
That's right. There were no animals seized on Thursday. The warrant was executed so that the police helped the RSPCA come onto the property to retrieve whatever they needed to retrieve. But there were no floats, there were no trucks, no animals have left the property. Can absolutely 150% confirm that.
Awesome. But despite that, still is good news, because
Yes.
action is now being taken, and
Yes.
the chain of evidence is being built.
Yes.
And
absolutely would look like they are trying to find out themselves what goes on this property, which is all we ask for them. So we do thank the RSPCA for that. It has been a long time coming, but it was very pleasing to see that they did get here and do what they needed to do.
And from the evidence that we've seen, it seems pretty damning. And
absolutely, I think if they do a thorough search, and honestly, at every inspection, I would be asking, why aren't the RSPCA searching other sheds and dwellings and buildings on this property? We know that she's got access and easy availability to hide animals, probably deceased and alive. We've had to point out to the RSPCA previously when there's been a dead animal, because the stench is horrific. But
the burn pits.
And the burn pits, absolutely. If we see that and we smell that, how are the RSPCA walking past these and not noticing? So it's a privilege to be able to work on this to get it done, but it feels like we're doing people's jobs for them.
Well, one thing I have to say, Carly, is, again, you've been here for 22 weeks.
Yes.
It's a tremendous effort. And one thing that's surprising every time that we've been down here is that there's always new faces. Like, this movement continues to grow, continues to get better. Why is it that this is touching so many people? Many people, probably not horse people.
That's exactly right. Not many people have had the ability or the land, to grow up with horses themselves. Some people haven't ever ridden them or patted them, but you just need a shred of decency when you look at these photos to know this isn't right. This is not normal what's happening here. The evidence is unsurmountable. You cannot fight against the photos that are coming out from this property. To see pet dogs eating pet horses, is just horrific. And I think this is what's doing it for the community. The spirit of the community is strong. They want this to end. It's in their backyard. And honestly, is this someone that you want living amongst the community? So I think it's time that people are stepping up and realising that this person is amongst us. So, yeah. And there are so many animal lovers. Like you said, you don't need to be a horse person, a dog person, a goat person. You just need to be a person with some compassion to know that this isn't right. Yeah.
Well, look, thank you very much, Carly, and obviously keep up the fantastic work that you and
Thank
all these
you. Look,
other people are doing.
yeah, that's it. And it is the other people. It's really important to get out there that there are so many people involved in this and that are here documenting. It's not myself. There is so many people behind the scenes that are working on this, and I need to thank them, and they are the biggest supporters. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks again,
Thank
Carly.
you. Ta.